proud of having them. However, you have a piece of paper towards the end. If you can provide some feedback, what went right during this school year, during this particular meeting, what are some areas that we can improve on? In my mind, I'm already thinking about like time, right? So like, I love that there's representation from the schools, which is something that I kindly requested and from the departments. That way, in case there are questions from your schools, you can bring them to us, or if there's information, you can take it back to your guys' sites. But start thinking about how can we improve on it for next school year, all right? We are going to get started. We do have a pack agenda. I invited several coordinators for our summer program to come and really discuss what the program is going to look like. And I think it's going to be really helpful for not only everyone who's present, but everyone who's following us, those 5 people on social media, to clarify what that program is going to look like, okay? So when I call you, if you're going to help me present your program, I'm going to have you come to the front so that social media can follow you around. Is that cool? All right. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I wanted to start with talking about transparency, right? So for the couple of 2 weeks, we've had a lot of social media movement. And it's important that we understand what social media is, right? It's to our advantage, but also to our disadvantage. It's important to acknowledge that social media is a tool that can help us or not. In the event of the past 2 weeks, there's been a lot of noise about our district, about our administration, principals, schools. But I want to make sure that you understand that whatever happens in our schools, we address it the most professionally and, if needed, with legal counsel. All right? So I need you to understand that, because we can see and read what's happening in those posts, but I'm telling you that a lot of that is fake news. So in any moment that you feel that you need clarification or questions on anything that's happening within our district, I advise you to come and speak to us, or go to the nearest administrator. And if they don't know for sure, you can always, all of you guys can always point him to my direction, and we will definitely address anything. There's information, and I think that we had a situation last year where there was a post about a bomb threat that came along and created a lot of buzz, a lot of noise. And what we were doing is we were sharing that and creating it into a bigger situation. It was a post from like 10 years ago that was coming back. So with that kind of idea, I bring you to what's been happening in the past 2 weeks, right? So there's a rumor from anonymous sources. And so what do is we share it, we talk about it, we do this, we do that. I invite you to come and talk to us about it. We are an open book, and we have open door policy. We have these forums right here where I stand up here and I'll take it. If there's some concerns or some issues, I will listen to them. We will figure them out together, but know that we are not closing our doors to any parent who would have, or anyone who would have a question about a situation. Another thing I wanted to address is something, and I will admit, we did drop the ball in a specific area. So we had our board meeting on Tuesday, and so there was part of those comments were about like, oh, they're trying to keep us away. They don't want us to come to the board meeting. Parents go and, demand answers. Unbeknownst to me, that's where the error is, in our website, we had an announcement that said, our next meeting is going to be in June 11th. That announcement was there for a whole year. Last year, we didn't have our June meeting on Tuesday. We had to move it to that Wednesday. So we created that announcement, we posted it there, and it was there all year long. So we shouldn't have caught it yesterday or the day before. We should have caught it the day after that meeting was over. So we put some protocols in place to ensure that that doesn't happen. I reached out to all of the directors and said, I need anything that belongs in our website from your department to be updated no later than this week. Antonio was able to obviously fix that error. We are putting in motion a protocol where every quarter we will be checking to ensure that anything that is outdated we pull. And also Antonio was able to use, this is where my age shows, web scraping, a system that went through our website and identified anything that was outdated, and 3 things came out, and we addressed them right away. So it wasn't that we purposefully were not wanting people to come to our meeting. We purposefully moved our boardroom to a bigger room to allow more people to come to our meetings. So it's really important to acknowledge those things. In the event that you hear or you read some of these comments, it's important to know that it was an honest mistake and I'm taking full responsibility for it. Okay? All right. A couple of other things that we did is, as the way we've been promoting for Coffee with the Superintendent, we will be promoting our board meetings coming, next school year or next month in our social media. It's an easy fix. That's not something that, we just didn't think about it, and that's okay. Now we did, and so we're going to be promoting that in social media as well. And I already was able to address the other ones. But any concerns? I put our 3 numbers. The one in the middle is mine directly, but it goes to Mary. So in reality, it's Mary. She has 2 lines. But know that anytime that there's a question, we're always here to support. Okay? Any questions on that? Gotcha. All right, let's get into the fun stuff. All right? All right, so now looking at our summer. You see it? Like my desperate, sad face, Antonio. We are going to have a busy summer, and I think last month we gave you, before that, it's easy to focus ourselves on the negative, right? And sometimes we look at all the posts that all of you teachers, principals, directors, us, we post everything of the greatness that's happening in our district, and I'll see a share here and there, a like here and there, which is amazing. So I invite you to share and to love everything that we're doing, because that should be what's standing out. However, it's quite the opposite, right? We see more motion on what's the negative, but that is the nature of social media. But I want to make sure that I showed you, and this is just a snapshot of what really happened this past school year. There's a lot more stuff. But I invite you to follow the pages, love or hug, because I know there's a little hugging one. Hug the pictures and really share them and celebrate our community, because our district is a community hub. Everything happens within our district, all right? All right, summer programs. We have a lot of them, and this is great. I shared in the board meeting that Martin Velasco, we had a meeting, and he's like, man, there's a lot of summer programs happening. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, I've never seen this before. And that is great. That way we try to accommodate every student possible within our community. So I'm going to jump into introducing Mayra Fonseca. ¿Dónde está Mayra? Mayra, round of applause to Mayra, please. She has done an amazing job coordinating our 21st Century grant. She'll talk to you a little bit about it, and then you'll jump into the program, ¿verdad, Mayra? And I actually...
You said 5 minutes.
You said 5 minutes, yes. So however you organize your thoughts, 5 minutes. ¿Dale?
Okay.
Okay, your slides are like several of them, so y me estoy regresando para atrás. Ahí está.
Okay. So I'm Mayra Fonseca, the 21st Century District Specialist. We do have 6 of our schools from the 7 that have 21st Century.
He's being caught on the camera.
Oh.
Should I just stand by her?
6 of our schools does have 21st Century, and 21st Century is required to have summer programs, and our coordinators have done a really great job in coordinating summer programs. The first one that we have is our STEM from SMS. So Somerton Middle School is going to have a STEM program, and they got really cool equipment for all of our incoming 7th and 8th graders. And it's going to be surrounded by robotics, drones, indoor soccer drones. So it's gonna be really cool. So if you have 6th graders right now that want to go to SMS, maybe meet the campus, meet the teachers, this is a perfect way to introduce them through the summer. Our next one is Desert Sonora. Desert Sonora is going to have cooking, art, science, and fitness. Our coordinator there is Elizabeth Molina. She's really great. We have the SBS. And this is their first year. This is their first summer. They're going to have robotics, STEM, art, and a lot of other activities. Our coordinator there is Ms. Trigueros. Again, this is her first year, and we'll see how this summer program goes. Their first year, they've met all of their goals, so the program is doing really great. Orange Grove are also our first year school, also met all of their goals this year, doing really great, surpassed their goals actually.
Ooh.
And
Overachievers.
Orange Grove is also having cooking, art, sewing, crafts, and dance. Tierra del Sol is having an under the sea theme, and they're, again, all of our schools met our goals. I can't get enough of that because it's a goal that is for compliance, and they work really hard to make sure that those are met. That way we can keep the grant coming every year. So under the sea, I know that they're going to have a somebody from ASU to come and do a Mexican white shark presentation for the students.
That's really
So again, any TDS students that want to register, go to Miss Annabelle Molina, and she will be doing the Tierra del Sol under the sea theme. And then we have Encanto Learning Center. I think they are doing, starting from kinder all the way to 5th grade. STEM, art, brain games, and fitness. And again, this 21st Century wants to do it all with enrichment, right? But in all of that enrichment, we incorporate reading and math. So we want to make it really fun for the summer, but the students are also getting a lot of that academic growth that they need for the summer, and making sure that we reach those goals, because we have reading and math goals too for the grant. So they're doing really great. A lot of great things coming this summer.
Love it.
And that's it.
And that's it. Thank you so much, Myra. Appreciate it. Any questions for Ms. Fonseca? So, yes, anyone? Great job. Thank you so much. And if questions come along, we'll send them your way, Myra. Appreciate it. If we can have, I think I skipped one, the MEP program, we have Jessica come to the front. Una pregunta. Sí.
¿Ningún niño de educación especial puede participar en este programa?
Esa es una buena pregunta. Ms. Garza, I think que se les ofrece, ¿verdad?
Cualquier niño
Programa.
del distrito puede participar en todos los programas.
Yes.
¿Y con quién hay que registrarlo?
Eso sería tendrías que comunicarte con la coordinadora del programa de tu escuela. So, ¿cuál es tu escuela? Desert Sonora. So, Ms. Molina es con la que te tienes que dirigir. Ajá. Gracias por la pregunta. Ms. Jessica, thank you for being here in representation of migrants and the team.
Of course.
I'll stand here until you get the camera.
Happy to be here.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Jessica Martinez. I'm one of the migrant teachers for our district. So, yes, there are a lot of programs going on. So, out of the federal programs, specifically migrant, we have a 4-day summer program that will take place at Valle del Encanto. Thank you, Mrs. Calante. Yay. We have invited, approximately 600 students, migrant students of the district, kinder through 7th grade. And our numbers are looking pretty good. It will only be 4 days, at Valle del Encanto. All schools are invited. Our theme will be reading and math through the arts. And it will culminate in a field trip on Saturday, May 30th to the Musical Instrument Museum. And that will be offered for the older kids, grades 3rd through 7th, those that participate. So we're really, really excited about that. The migrant program is also coordinating HISIP, and this again is an invite to all migrant students who have the classification as EL, so students who have not passed the EAZELA. So it's a very intensive program. It is 4 weeks. It is Monday through Thursday, and that HISIP program will be hosted out of every site. So Valle del Encanto, actually Valle del Encanto will be hosting BTS and TDS and ELC. So 3 schools will be here for the HISIP program. Again, that's the 4 weeks, 4 days. Desert Sonora will have their own group, and Orange Grove will have their own group. Sun Valley will have their own group. So, and then we also have a kinder jumpstart. So what we have seen in the past is that students who start kinder that have had no experience in a preschool program. And for those of you that are kinder teachers or have worked with kinder, I mean, you have a spot saved in heaven, because
Yes.
it is amazing the work that kindergarten teachers do, and they come to the schools very, very afraid, very nervous, and somehow teachers are able to just make them feel right at home, and they find their happy place pretty soon. So what we want to do is maybe ease a little bit of that, the transition into kindergarten. So that will happen in July, again, out of every one of their sites, because obviously we want a kinder student to know what BTS is like, what OGS is like, if that's the school that they will be attending. And again, this will be open for the migrant students, and the dates are July 13th through the 16th. Again, it's just going to be a few hours in the morning, and that's going to be with the help of the kinder teachers from those sites. Any questions?
Preguntas, questions. Thank you, Jessica. Appreciate
Thank you.
it.
We're very excited.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Next. I think we have the Summer Dance Academy. If we can have Ms. Lopez come to the front. Thank you, Ms. Lopez. And I think the next one is also for tonight, if por si quieres decir eso.
Thank you. I'm very excited too. Excuse me. Hello, everyone. My name is Ms. Lopez. I work at TDS as a music teacher, and I'm also the coordinator from folkloric from the whole district. This year, we have something exciting coming up, and it's for the first time we're having a summer camp that it's gonna be full for dance. It's gonna be 2 weeks of full dancing. We're gonna start on June 1st, and we're gonna finish at June 12th from 8:30 to 2:30. And we're going to be receiving students from 4th grade all the way to 8th grade, but incoming 4th graders and 8th graders. So it would be the 3rd graders that we have right now and the 7th graders. We are very excited because we have 4 amazing teachers who are going to be teaching dance. The main focus is folkloric dance. However, there's going to be one teacher who's going to be focusing on dance skills. So one of them will be dance skills. The other one will be Sonora Bronco. The next one is Nayarit Mestizo. I'm going to be teaching Redobas and Chotis from Chihuahua. And finally, we're going to have Sinaloa de Carnaval. So it's going to be 5 different things that they're going to be learning. We're going to divide the students in 4 different groups. So it's going to be one from 4th graders, 5th graders, 6th graders, and 7th and 6th graders together. These students are going to be rotating the whole day and to see the different classes that we have. And at the end of the day, we're going to mix them all, and we're going to make a massive carnaval dance that is going to be super, super exciting. Everyone is welcome. However, there's going to be criteria selection based on behavior and academics. So we're going to have different types of dismissal. We have the students can go walking, there's going to be parent pickup, and there's going to be transportation provided for TDS, OGS, SBS, and ELC. In case of BTS, I believe it's going to be partially provided, but it would depend on the student's location. And yes, there's my phone number in case someone would like to have more information. If a student is interested, they can go to the front office and request a permission slips, and secretaries should have the permission slips ready for them.
Thank you, Ms. Lopez. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about the Mother's Day concert today?
Oh, yes.
Briefly?
Mr. Quintero and I were going to be having a great event today, and it's tonight. And it's the first time that we're holding a Mother's Day concert, which with the marching band and the folkloric dance team, and we're inviting also the different dance teams that we have in the district, which is going to be TDS, SBS, and OGS. It's going to be very, very nice. The entrance fee will be $2 at SMS, and it starts at 6. We're going to have different people selling. We have our booster club from the folkloric is going to be selling hot dogs and raspados. The booster club from the band is going to be selling drinks and snacks like nachos and hot Cheetos with cheese. And we have our amazing ESS booster club who they're going to be selling fresas con crema, which I heard that they're very delicious.
That's really good. Thank you so much, Ms. Lopez. Appreciate it. Thank you. Mr. Quintero, if you want to come forward and talk about your band camp. Give him a round of applause to Mr. Quintero. Encourage him.
¿Se abre aquí? ¿Dónde me lo pongo?
You can hold it like a microphone.
Pone, por favor.
Más en el little. There you go.
Gracias.
Ahí está.
Just about camp.
Yes.
Good morning. I'm Mr. Quintero. I teach music appreciation at the great middle school of Somerton.
Ahorita estoy en una junta.
So this year has been a really exciting year. We started off with the vision of what marching band could be, and we found out that our expectations were quickly fulfilled and exceeded. So I'm really proud of what we have accomplished this past year. Like Ms. Lopez was saying, today is going to be kind of like a ¿cómo se dice? Resume.
Like a culmination.
A culmination,
yeah.
kind of a conclusion of this school year, the hard work that the kids have done. The program or the concert is called District-Wide Music and Dance Program. Right now what we have is marching band and folkloric, so that is what we are kind of showcasing. But in the future, which I hope is the near future, we'll be having many other types of music, many other types of dance, and that's kind of like where we are headed. So for this, for summer school, we're having summer band camp June 1st through the 12th from 8 to 2:30, which is open to any students that is interested in playing an instrument, any student that is interested in being a part of this band. There is no prior knowledge needed to be a part of this. We can have total beginners join this group. We are accepting students that are from 5th to 8th grade that are going to be students 5th through 8th grade next school year. And we're also accepting returning students. So the point of this band camp is to get students ready, kind of understanding how their instrument works, so that when we start the school year next school year, we can start off quick. This school year, we kind of took maybe a month of recruiting and renting instruments, and then we started kind of in September, and this school year we want to start off at the beginning of the school year. Next Tuesday, we are having a rental night in Somerton Middle School. That is for all students that are renting instruments. That is new students who are playing the flute, the clarinet, the alto saxophone, the trumpet, and the trombone. Those instruments need to be rented, and next Tuesday we will be at Somerton Middle School at 6 p.m. renting those instruments. So we need to kind of, if there are people out there that are interested, they need to contact me so I can let the company know to bring a certain amount of instruments so they can be available for band camp, so that when they show up for band camp, they can be using those instruments that they have rented. And I think that's kind of it.
Questions? Yep, questions.
Yes, instruments are rented with Bertrand's Music. That is a company down in San Diego. They partner with Fretworks, and the renting process is exclusively between parents and them. I think this is kind of an estimate. Flutes, clarinets, trumpets, and trombones are around $25 to $30, and alto saxophones are around $40 to $50 due to the they're easily damaged and they need to fix stuff. And there are prices. There are different levels of instruments. The cheaper ones are instruments that have been used longer, older instruments that still function properly. And the more expensive instruments are instruments that are newer, so they will be in better shape. That's kind of the price range that they go. Yes.
Are you going to make another flyer for that has that information so we can put it on our website pages?
I can do that, yes.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Awesome. Any other questions? No. Awesome. Thank you, Mr. Quintero. Appreciate it. And thank you, Quintero. Mr. Jorge shared this information with us, so we will have a summer community meal program. You can see the different schools are going to be hosting breakfast and lunch between 7:30 to 9 a.m. for breakfast, 10:30 to 12:30 p.m. for lunch. Part of the grant, the students or the community children of sorts, they need to be present in the schools to eat. All right. Aside from the schools, we also have the Yuma County Housing Department serving only lunch for for our communities, and you can see the dates and time. And then our Cocopa Community Center will also be serving breakfast and lunch for our students in those areas. Yes?
Do you know where Yuma County is serving them?
Yuma County Housing Department. I will get you that information. Yes. ¿Dónde es?
If you're gonna put it on the website.
Antonio?
The addresses.
Huh? There's a question? What's the question?
So there's a question from a parent. This is regarding Mr. Quintero. Would you give the order of the performance, please?
The order of the performance.
For the Mother's Day.
Oh, I want to know exactly what time they have to be here. Let's go.
We're going to open with a special performance by a select group of students, then the elementary school folklorics, the Somerton School District folkloric, the marching band, and then everybody together, all at once. Big party. Woo!
Thank you, Mr. Quintero. I will get that information for you and for everyone else, okay? So the question was, where is the Yuma County Housing Department? And we'll make sure that we get it, all right? Perfect, thank you. This past Tuesday, the bond was passed by our board. And so now we're in the process of getting the Parent Advisory Committee together. We will host a meeting next Wednesday, May 27th. Please let us know. Mary has a signing sheet if you would like to be part of it. Employees are able to be part of it. The thing would be that we have to work not during our working hours. If you as an employee of the district are interested in participating, I can give you more information in regards to that. But for anyone in our community who would like to be part of it, you please join us in this meeting, informational meeting at 5:30, so that we can set up those parameters as to what that would look like, all right? And so as I explained, I think a couple of meetings ago, the bond is for new construction, technology updates, transportation maintenance, and school safety. All right, any questions? Great. We have a board retreat. This is open to the public. This is the first one. I was told this is the first one ever done, but there could have been one a long time ago. This is a Saturday, an all-day event with the board. We have a group of principals and directors who will be supporting this event, and it's essentially providing evidence and artifacts to our board members of the great stuff that we've been doing as a district this whole year in regards to how we are meeting our 3 board goals that we have established. And this is also a great opportunity for the board members to evaluate those boards to see if we're still doing okay with those boards, if they want to change them, if they want to add. And so this is going to be a great opportunity to showcase what Somerton is directly for the board members, but also open up to the public. 9 a.m., pack burritos for breakfast or snacks, because it'll be a long one, but it's also going to be broadcast through YouTube as we do with all of our meetings, all right? Awesome. So next school year. So this is the last coffee with the superintendent for the year. Our next one will be next year, con favor de Dios. So if there is any feedback that we can get from you about this year's meetings, please write them down on that little piece of paper that you have on your table. What are some great things that happen? What are some things that we need to improve on? What questions do you have? What suggestions do you have? All right, no se vayan sin darnos feedback. Y ahora sí, a couple of dates that are coming up. You can take a picture of that. Memorial Day. It's right there. It's right there. And of course, summer break for those who are going to have a summer break. So, anyways, ahora sí, questions, celebrations, concerns. How do we want to close off the school year? I hope it positive note. Miss Kim. Oh, perfect.
It's known as Campo Amarillo, or the yellow camp.
Okay. Campo Amarillo? Campo Amarillo? Okay, that's what they're gonna host. Thank you. Yes. Is there a different name, or is still Campo Amarillo? Campo Amarillo? Okay. Yeah. All right.
If you guys post it on the website, just.
For sure. Yeah, and I think Jorge is working on a flyer so that we can do that. And so we'll do that. Yes, Mr. Quintero.
I want to publicly thank Somerton administration. This was my first year coming from Gadsden over here, so I had no idea what to expect, and they have been super helpful.
Oh, that's nice.
And Mr. Rascon's door is always open, and I always go and ask questions, and he always has answers. So I appreciate Mr. Rascon, Ms. Castro, and Ms. Santana. I just want to thank them.
Thank you so much, Mr. Quintero, for saying that. Yeah. I mean, is this record time? It's 10:33. So take some time. Yes, I know. Like sweating here. Take some time to give us some feedback, please. Positive, growth, suggestions. And thank you so much for being here. My good old faithfuls that are always here. I appreciate everyone who's here. Thank you so much. Questions? No questions? Okay.